Right, good morning. Well, we're out for a Boxing Day walk. I had a good day yesterday and just wanted to get out in the hills again. And as you've probably seen, or will see from some of the B-roll, we do have white-capped hills or mountains, and we would call them mountains, but in the Lake District here they're not very high. I mean, the highest one, Seathwaite Fell Pike, is a little over 3,000 feet, which is just under 1,000 metres. So yeah, we're not very high, but yeah, it'd be good to get out. Feeling a bit brighter this morning than I did on the last video. I've got out earlier. There's no reasons to be back for any time, so we're just gonna hopefully have an enjoyable day out on the fells. Just to remind people, if you like the video, please click the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe, and please comment, whether it's about the particular video or questions that you've got about either landscape photography, the Lake District, or if there's any particular places in the Lake District you'd like me to go walking in and taking photographs. So yeah, that's a reminder. So what about today? Well, today we're going to somewhere that I've been to a number of times. So we've parked at Seathwaite, which many people park to go up Seathwaite Pike, although I'm not feeling as adventurous as that today. But yeah, we've left Seathwaite and we're going along the path, and then we'll get to Stockley Bridge, where I may take some photographs, and then from Stockley Bridge we're going to go up Grains Gill. Now if I turn round, you see Grains Gill is more, I don't know whether you can see it there, but it's more or less the path going straight on here, straight on and curves round, and that should take us up to Sprinkling Tarn. Then from Sprinkling Tarn we're going to come down slightly to Sty Head, and then to Sty Head Tarn, and then from Sty Head Tarn we'll come back down towards Stockley Bridge, but we're actually going to stay the other side of the river. I think, although I'm not 100% certain, this may be known as the River Derwent here, or certainly ends up becoming the Derwent into Derwent water out through Seathwaite and to the coast. So in a sense we're doing a circle of Seathwaite Fell. And Seathwaite Fell, if we turn around, see if we can see, yeah, that'll be Seathwaite Fell there, I think. The hump in the middle. So yeah, we're going to go around that and over, well, not October gone, the previous October, when I finished doing the Wainwrights. That was the final Wainwright I did, Seathwaite Fell, to complete the 214. So that's the plan for today: a circular walk around Seathwaite Fell, including Stockley Bridge, Sprinkling Tarn, Sty Head Tarn, and whatever else we find, and then back to Seathwaite, and then back to home to get warm. It's a bit on the cold side, so yeah, we're going to end this little bit here, and I'll see you shortly. Right, well, we've made it to Stockley Bridge, which isn't too far from Seathwaite, and I was checking the map out, and the water coming under Stockley Bridge here, that we can see if we look around here. Now that's Grains Gill, and obviously it comes under and it goes down there. So that's Grains Gill, and just coming down from up there is Sty Head Gill, and when they join together, that's when they form River Derwent, that then flows into Derwent water, out of Derwent water into and then to Workington and into the sea. So that's the geography of the area, and you can see from the bridge here there's some quite nice, if I just turn around here, some quite nice waterfalls, cascades coming down. So I'll have a mooch around, we'll work out some compositions, and we'll see you shortly when I've got one. Right, well, we've come up with a composition. We just had a sudden hail coming down. I think it's brightening up again. It's quite difficult because it's quite a dynamic range. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the camera onto video, and now that's recording. So we'll just flip this round. Yeah. So what we'll do is we're going to look through the camera and see what we can see. So as you can see, we've got the sort of waterfall there with the tree, and what I was trying to do is capture the river as it comes down here. Problem we've got is we've got a very high dynamic range there with the snow-covered mountain with a fairly bright sky behind, so that might be difficult to do. I have captured one image so far, and that was at an 1/8 of a second, but I might try some slow ones. So that's the composition. If it's any good, we'll put it up on the video, and then we're going to carry on up Grains Gill to try and get to not Sty Head, Sprinkling Tarn. So we'll see you shortly, and hope you enjoy the image that I'm about to put up. Right, well, as you can see from the B-roll, we've been making our way up Grains Gill. We've come to this point where, if we look there, we can see the camera there, and up there is the composition. And now that is Great End. I mean, it's not a stunning composition, but I just like it with the mist on the top and the snow. I think it's quite ethereal. So if we look at the back of the camera there, f11 100 ISO and an 1/8 of a second. We do have a circular polarizer on as well, so that's composition. It's getting quite windy. Whoa, getting hold of the tripod there. And if we just turn around and look back, you'll see in the centre there, that's Derwentwater and Keswick. So it's for years I used to wonder, looking down the lake, you could see Castle Head, which is the little hill in the middle, sort of blocking the view of the middle of the Derwentwater. And I always wondered what the great rock was, whether it was Seathwaite Fell or whatever. but having looked at a map, and you can see here, you can see the lake, you can look straight down and you can look back up, and if we turn back round, there is Great End. So that's what you can see from Crow Park or wherever, if you're looking right down the lake. So yeah, if the shot's any good, we'll put it up and we're going to carry on to Sprinkling Tarn, because it's starting to get a bit cold not moving on. So right, we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, we've made it to Sprinkling Tarn. As you can see, the tarn, and you see from the B-roll, it's very snowy here. Yeah, I did take a time lapse. I'm starting to get a bit cold, so I just we'll get this composition shown. So basically, there's the camera. And that's the composition, very wide angle, 16 to 35 at 16 to get the full tarn in. And you can see, if I just bring this camera down there, there's a rock in the foreground. I mean, I took the standard shot, but I also put on a 10 stop ND filter to take some long stops. Tried one at a minute. Didn't think it was long enough, so then did two at 2 minutes. So whichever one's best, comes out best, we'll put up on the video. And I think we're going to pack up and carry on down to Sty Head and Sty Head Tarn, and then yeah, and then heading back towards Seathwaite. So yeah, it's a good day. Your gloves are coming on and off. Put them on, hands to get too warm, so take them off and then start to get too cold. So they're quite cold now holding this camera. So anyway, this camera's going to go in the bag connected to the battery, because the battery's getting quite low, so connect it to my small power bank to boost it while walking down to Sty Head. So anyway, we'll see you shortly. Right, we've come down from up there where Sprinkling Tarn is, and we're working our way down to Sty Head, which is the lowest point if you go from Borrowdale to Wasdale. So you can see there Sty Head Tarn. There's a couple of people at the far end there, and as we come round, if I just walk up this way a bit, but it is very, very windy here. So I have taken a couple of handheld shots of Sty Head Tarn. So, and you can see there's Sty Head, and there is over there, I don't know whether you can make it out, I'll point it out on the video. That's a mountain rescue box with stretcher, etc. in there, and as you can see, this is the highest point, and then over there it starts going down, and that's going to Wasdale Head. As far as I'm aware, if it's any different, I'll put it up on the video. And up there we've got, that's going up to Great Gable, and next to it there we've got Green Gable. So yeah, we're going to work our way down back onto the footpath towards Sty Head Tarn there, and then along the valley, and that heads back down, heading back to Seathwaite. So if the handheld shots are any good, I'll put them up on the video, and then we'll carry on our journey. So we'll see you a bit later. Right, well, as you see from the B-roll, that as I'm coming down the left-hand side of Sty Head Gill, there was quite a few nice cascades, stroke waterfalls that I'll maybe go back to at some point. But now we've come to, I think it's called Taylorgill Force. Right, as you look in front of us, that's the path comes down there. That I've been following, so a warning, if anybody's coming here, they're going to have to be happy climbing down there. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's not the most straightforward of paths. But if we come round here, here's the main waterfall. So yeah, it's worth it. I mean, it could be that the path, if I just come round here slightly, to this gate, it could be that the path going down that way isn't so bad, so you could come up the path here to get to this area where I'm stood now. There's not an awful lot of space, so anyway, that's the main waterfall. I'll get back to you when I've sorted out my composition, although it's going to be relatively straightforward, I think, because there's not an awful lot of room to move here, so we'll see you shortly. Alright, you can see that's where the camera is in relation to the waterfall, and I've got my 24-70 on, and it's getting on for 70, not quite, just dial back a little bit. But yeah, that's the composition. So if we crawl through the back of the camera, and I'll just flip this round here. So we've got the camera there, so you can see I've got the waterfall there in the sort of top right. The reason I've done that is because I wanted these trails coming down here and here. If need be, I could crop it there as a square crop, and it's still quite good. And it's quite dark, so to f11 100 ISO we're getting a shutter speed of around half a second, which is what I'd want for this. So I actually upped the ISO a little bit to 400 because I've got a polarizer on, so that reduces the light again. So you can see the polarizer on here, so that gives you an idea. Obviously, as I've mentioned before, when we're videoing through the back of the camera, it is 9:16 ratio rather than 2:3. So yeah, you're getting a slightly narrower picture there. So yeah, we'll take the shot. Maybe I might zoom in and put the 70 to 200 on and zoom in a bit more and capture another image. But that's there, and any images that are any good we'll put up on the video after this, and then we'll be heading back to the van because time's getting on and it does appear to be getting a bit darker. So anyway, we'll see you shortly. Right, well, it's been a good day. It's starting to get dark-ish now. It's not too much longer before sunset, so we're heading back to the van. We've got collected all the images we wanted. I'm walking. If we look over there, you can see the river down there. We're actually walking, as we walk down by the river, we're walking on the left-hand side. And to my knowledge, this is the first time I've actually walked this side of the river. So, there's something new every day, isn't there? So, but yeah, and just a warning, having come through that gate, having photographed the big waterfall, oops, that was slippery. Yeah, the first bit of the path wasn't much better than that. That I showed you that I'd had to climb down, so it was a bit of a climbing down. So just a warning to anybody who seeks to come this way. The paths, certain of the paths are not, shall we say, not for the faint-hearted, but most of it's been alright, but that last bit coming down that way was a bit tricky, to say the least. So, but hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you've enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up, and if you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? We're only a small channel, and I'd like, if possible, to grow a little bit. I don't want to be huge, but it'd be nice to reach a few more people, because hopefully some of these ones like this will work for people that are just looking to go for walks in the Lake District, as well as obviously those that are seeking to take landscape photographs, because obviously the bulk of my videos are a combination of the two, both the walking and the landscape photography, particularly this one today. I mean, I don't know how far we've gone. I would have thought we'll have probably done 8 miles or so by the time we get back to the van. Obviously we're stopping to capture images. It does slow you down a bit. I mean, I've probably been out 6 hours, maybe a bit more, maybe 7. So yeah, as I say, when you're stopping to take pictures, you are quite slow. So anyways, we head back to the van, and I'm going to say I wish you all the best for 2023, and if all goes according to plan, this video will go out on the 1st of January, start of a new year. So hopefully for all concerned, 2023 is a good year. So anyway, I'm not quite sure where we're going now on our next video. I did notice that on some of those cascades on Sty Head Gill coming down, that might be another video sometime, just going back up there and stopping at the various cascades and see what we can get in the way of compositions there. So anyway, we'll call it a day, and we'll see you on the next video.